What's going on, everybody? Randy here with the Nerds Templar, back with something different again, but still similar. There's some similarity here to what we're doing with what we've been doing. If you've been following what I've been doing, I have some series now for Pokemon trading card game collecting and actually some battling, not much. But then I also have a Disney Lorcana series, which is a little bit of collecting, but mostly battling, and it's kind of short right now. Um, but now we're going to add something to that. And this is, well, quite different than those in that it's not a trading card game from fiction stuff, but it is a trading card related. It's just not a game, it's just trading cards. We grabbed some football cards, NFL football cards, at the local card shop. Uh, these are my first football cards in as many years as it was since my last Pokemon cards. So we're talking maybe sophomore year of high school. So I'm not gonna tell you exact. Well, yeah, what would that be? A little over, a little less, I guess, than 20 years ago. It's the last time probably that I had football cards. Eventually, just like with my Pokemon card collection, eventually we'll check out my old football card collection. These I got less because I want to get into collecting football cards again, but more because I was listening to some people at this card collecting shop last time I was there, and I was listening to them talk about football cards, and the prices of values I was hearing were blowing my mind compared to what the value of Pokemon cards are. So I thought to myself, you know what? Next time I go there, um, I'm going to, or every time, maybe subsequently when I go there, I might just have to grab a booster, just grab a pack of football cards as well, and just almost like a lottery ticket and test my luck with those. So I went there today and I actually talked to him for a while. I was the only one in there after a few minutes after I was there for a bit. Usually there's been a couple times it's been a little full in there, but other times, most times, it's not a whole lot of people. Maybe just me and another guy, maybe two other people, and so there's just some chats going on. So that was today, just three of us, and then just me and the owner talking, and he was giving me a whole bunch of great information on just football cards, collecting sports cards in general these days. So I'm going to try to take as much of that info as I can to the bank, figuratively and hopefully literally. For now, we just got some cheap, what you could call, I guess, and you guys who may know more can correct me if I'm wrong here. These are from probably like a retail box, just some loose packs that I grabbed out of a box he had there. Most of the things he had were more like hobby boxes or things of that nature, at least boxed items for I don't know, let's say $30 plus. And I wasn't quite going to spend that much today, and this is what I ended up being able to grab. Maybe next time I'll get one of the bigger things, or sometime in the future. We'll definitely be pacing our football card buying. But if there's a better chance to get something really valuable, and we're talking like thousands for some cards, even new cards. I mean, we're talking like a couple of cards, and they'd be extremely rare. But that is nothing like. I mean, those prices are way beyond the prices of Pokemon card values. So that being said, might go sometimes into some like $30-$40 box purchases, but for the most part, I think if we can score something that's at least like not terrible, like if we can score something that's worth $50+ from one of these packs, and I was pointed to these specifically out of the few that he had out, like just to grab like this. He pointed me to these absolute football ones. I could see the potential of these kid reporter cards being valuable from the last Super Bowl. So I guess, without further ado, let's just get into one of these and see what we got. I guess, why not? And now, if I want to do values for these, if I want to try to evaluate this, I probably have a site I can use. It's good for everything, I'm sure. I've been using it for all sorts of different Pokemon card sets and different other things too. Some of my other football cards, my older ones. Let's see. Let's see if we can get lucky with football cards. We don't really get very lucky with Pokemon cards. To be honest, I've really not gotten anything that's extremely... I've got a couple, but not really anything super crazy Pokemon card-wise in all the opening I've done. Only did a little bit of Lorcana, so not really surprised I haven't gotten much of that. That's mostly just decks. Isaiah Hodgins, right? These are some pretty nice looking cards. Definitely like the look of them. That's a big thing to me, at least. I have some pretty decent looking ones from back in the day too. We're definitely going to check those out once I start getting them sorted a bit. And this is 8 cards here, and I wonder if there's a way to. Oh, we got Miles Sanders there, nice. Panthers Miles Sanders. To be honest with you, I didn't know. I don't think I remember Miles Sanders going to the Panthers. Right? Because oh yeah, that's another thing. How much statage do we have here? Oh, we only get the one. We only get last season's stats, and then NFL totals. Wait a second. Yeah. Okay, he did join the Panthers in the start of 23. Okay. Say Hodgins. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a way to tell rarity. Just looking at all the different things. I didn't notice the NY in the background on that one is harder to tell than the Panthers logo is on that. That's pretty cool. Trevor Lawrence, though, I mean, it's not. It could be worse. Wait, yeah, this would be his 3rd year, maybe. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Not bad though. I mean, that's one thing. So like we could get. I was just thinking, well, Bijan would be might be a decent card to grab. That would be a Bijan rookie, if I'm not mistaken. If we get him in here, CJ Stroud, that'd probably be pretty good. Just from my talking to the owner, and I guess people are looking for CJ. So if we somehow got a CJ Stroud rookie card, I don't think it would matter what series set you get that. I think it'd probably be decent. But yeah, Trey Law. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of him, but I get, we'll see. Aaron Jones, though. Okay. I do like Aaron Jones. I don't like the Packers, but Aaron Jones is pretty cool. Might be decent. I don't know. I mean, he's not like a. Are we gonna see a lot of like second string guys? Do they have a lot of second string? I mean, the rookies are a little different. Oh man, Derek Carr! I can't believe it. This is God's trolling me or something. I think I'm not a fan of Derek Carr because I'm a Raiders fan, and I'm not a fan of Derek Carr. I'm not a fan of many of the Raiders' decisions in recent times, keeping Derek Carr as long as they did, being one of them, and then of course kind of screwing Devontae by trading for him and then getting rid of, because of Derek Carr, his college teammate, and then getting rid of Derek Carr. Oh man, these guys. I don't know what to think about them. Anyway, Jake Moody. I don't know what that's supposed to be about. Oh, cool. Okay, it'll turn the opposite direction, but it's a holographic Jake Moody, my friends. That's hilarious. That's even more trolly because that is my luck. Bam. Give me that kicker holographic foil, they probably call them here. Ooh, Jared Goff. I don't know what the stargazing thing's all about. That's definitely a holographic card, a foil card. Jared Goff could probably be a worse card. I'm sure there's plenty of people who do like Jared Goff. I am a semi Lions fan. If I were to get, I prefer Stafford probably over Goff, but you know he tried, I suppose, this season. They did their darndest, and he was actually the last card. Tank Bigsby would have been. What is this? Would have been our other foil. This must be some kind of one of the rarer cards. SG3 Stargazing. But that, yeah, that's hilarious. Tank Bigsby is. What even is he like? He's just like a return guy. Is that the kind of stuff? I don't remember. Okay, so this is a Tank Bigsby foil rookie card, but I can't say I remember. Not that I watch that much Jacksonville, but I like. I guess last year I didn't follow football as much as I usually do, but I still like semi heavily follow football every season. The name's not ringing a bell at all, so convinced Jacksonville to draft him. Oh, so he didn't really. Okay, so I didn't read the whole thing, so he wasn't actually running. I'm trying to think of who even was their running back this season. They did decent. Um, I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember who they had now. Anyway, I don't know. Jared Goff. That could have probably been worse. Definitely wasn't a kid reporter. I don't know. Maybe those cards are stupid and nobody wants them. But I have a feeling that because it was the first time, I think this was the first year that they did that kid reporter thing. I'd imagine those might have carry a little bit of value to them. Pack number 2, that was exciting. I'm not gonna lie, that got me even more excited for this one and also some future packs. I thought of maybe in the future when I go to the card shop, because he has like everything, I might just have to grab, on the days I don't spend a whole lot, I might just have to grab one football pack, one Pokemon pack, and one Disney Lorcana pack, which I didn't actually plan on doing a whole lot of Disney boosters, but I might just because. Why not? Because I might actually with the kids end up playing the game quite a bit, like actually playing the battling, whatever you call it in Disney. So getting some boosters might not be the worst thing. And I've seen already, if I've had cards that are worth a few bucks in some of the packs. So they're, for whatever reason, they're already getting, and those aren't even like good cards. They just are some of the better ones. So for whatever reason, even those carry a little bit. I mean, that's not much, but oh, look at that, a Russell Wilson card. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, he's a Steeler now. Which is like, I guess I kind of go for the Steelers because they would be my hometown team, technically. Everyone around me is a Steeler fan, except my dad and I, who are, I mean, he roots for the Steelers too. But he's the reason I'm a Raider fan, but yeah, so we root for the Raiders primarily, but everyone else, including us then too, are Steeler fans, I guess. And I'm pretty sure that's what he told me just a couple days ago, is Russell Wilson got a year. Yeah, he got a year. And yeah, and I guess they're going to probably be looking for somebody. I think they only signed it for a year. And then got rid of Pickens, right? Or, I'm sorry, Pickett. They didn't get rid of Pickens, I'm pretty sure, but they did get rid of Kenny Pickett, didn't they? Didn't he? Or at least he was maybe just looking for a trade. Now I can't remember for sure if they got rid of him. But for some reason, I'm like recalling that he went to a green team. Like, is he an Eagle now? Is that what it is? I think he might be an Eagle now. Anyway, Russell Wilson, future Steeler. How long was he with the Broncos? 2, 3 years maybe. Should say 2020. Walter Payton Man of the Year. First season 2022. Oh, okay. My dog's doing her nails. If you hear something like crunching, she's annoying and very, very strange. So 2 years. He only spent 2 seasons with the Broncos. Then Steeler. Donta Foreman. Okay. I mean, okay, sure. And he was where was he before? He wasn't with them. He just not even the Panthers. Before that, he was somewhere. I'm gonna say they had. And now I can't remember his name either. I usually start forgetting a lot of stuff during the off season. But the guy they had before him, who never really had a chance to shine somewhere else, and he did a little better than Montgomery. Got a chance this season, I think. Now I can't even remember where he went though. Kyler Murray, my dad would be all excited, even though I can't stand this guy because he's terrible in my opinion. I think maybe my dad's coming around on that after this season. He gets him a lot in fantasy. He usually doesn't do as bad as he did this season. I actually think he was benched for a lot of it. That's how bad it was. So Murray, I'm sure maybe he'll make a comeback and that card will be worth a little more. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, okay, former Packer, right? I thought he was from somewhere else, maybe not. Well, it just doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure he did come from somewhere else. It's strange that they can't put these cards in the same direction. Or maybe there's a reason they do what they do. I don't know. But okay, I mean, that's not bad. It's a Chief. Probably any Chiefs card around this time is not bad. MVS, Super Bowl receiver, a couple times now, I guess. Devonta Smith, not bad either. Okay, also another Super Bowl receiver, I guess. Head to head a couple times, in fact, right? And these are foils then. Josh Downs, okay, could have been worth. Oh, that's a rookie, Josh Downs. In fact, that's not bad. That could be decent. We'll see what the future holds, I suppose. But I wasn't. I was not too mad about Josh Downs' performance. Did I grab him in the beginning? I grabbed a lot of good players throughout the earlier part of the season that ended up being my starting core, basically. I don't know I can't remember if Josh Downs was one of them or not, but he was definitely on my radar fantasy wise. That's really why I know as much about all, I don't know a ton, but that's why I know what I do, because I do play. And I don't go crazy with it, but I do play. We have family fantasy football we've had for over 20 years probably. It's been a long time now we've been doing it. Jartavius Martin, rookie. This looks like a DB. Quan Martin. I can't say that. Are all these foils rookies? I think they might have been. The other two just happened to. And one of them happens to be a kicker, and the other one is a guy that. I mean, he probably got a few. I'm sure he got some snaps, but not enough that I really remember his name. It kind of rings a bell, but whenever I look at him, when I see Tank, I automatically keep thinking Tank Dell, and that's obviously not who that is. But Jartavius Martin, that could be good. I don't really pay much attention to that Washington team. Oh, they even say rookie in the back instead of their team logo. But the Josh Downs, probably the best I would say definitely the best, unless Jake Moody ends up being like one of the greatest kickers ever. I wasn't even looking at what name was on this, but Will Levis. For a couple weeks, I was on the Levis bus, the Levis train bandwagon, but I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what he does this year, because that's a rookie instead of our Jared Goff non-rookie. An extra rookie here, and I don't know. Again, yeah, that was Will Levis's first season, and wasn't even a full season as a starter. And he had like a decent. I thought about picking him up as my backup. The thing I hate about point edged cornered cards is that they bend so easily. The unflappable Levis can weather any storm, treating every bad throw as a good opportunity for growth. I know I have more opportunities tomorrow, so I'm not going to beat myself up. The 2023 Titans rookie told ESPN, "High standards is the name of the game. It's not to beat yourself up, it's to motivate you." Well, nice. BST by Storm 14. So we'll have to, I mean, maybe there's some kind of wiki page like we do for Pokemon. Maybe we can find these on a wiki page and figure out what these things mean, these different types. Obviously from the same absolute football. Obviously from the same pack. Same series should be. We'll see though. I'll see what I can do about that. And if I can figure something out, I'll show you right now. Right, this wasn't the place I was going to use it first, but it seems like it worked out. Sportscardspro.com. So it's gonna take a second to, a few times of using this to really figure out what in the world we're looking at. So the prices we're checking out are just the ungraded prices. Maybe sometime soon I'll look into what I get what the grades mean. I just don't really get why, like what entails the grading process to make this one. Like how much does it cost to grade a card? So if I would open an entire pack and say they're all PSA grade 9+, that seems crazy. Like the process seems like it would cost money for these cards to all be worth so much at grade 9+. Like a Derek Carr, which ungraded is 55 cents, would go at grade 9 for almost $11. So we got a lot of figuring out to do, but I was very pleased by what I saw. Keep in mind these packs were $4.50. And these, more than Pokemon cards, probably I'd be much more willing to just open and then sell. And if I can find an easy way to do so, such as, it doesn't look like you can sell through this place. It looks like they're just picking up eBay, which is unfortunate. So another thing that we would maybe have to figure out. But in the meantime, I do have all my cards found through this Sports Cards Pro. And I put them in listed from least amount to most. And we'll just run through them real quick. As I would have assumed, Derek Carr was the cheapest, but cheapest already at 55 cents. And that is one sale per week. And you see down there's one that's lower than that, but whatever. It's crazy to me that the lowest card that we got, again, $4.50 for the pack. The cheapest one we got was 55 cents, worth 55 cents. And we're lucky to get a Pokemon card in one pack that's worth that much from new packs. And again, this is from 2023. This pack is very new. It's from, in fact, after the Super Bowl. So that's how new it is. Anyway, there's Derek Carr. Russell Wilson's next. He's already up to 99 cents. Could maybe even sell him for $1 if you're lucky. It says 00 here for the change in price. But again, you see, like, for whatever reason, you get up to PSA grade 10 and it's always like 30 plus. Even for Russell Wilson Broncos card. And I'm gonna X these out as I go through, actually. Now I'll keep them just in case we go back. I X'd out Derek Carr, he's not important. 99 cents, he is as a person, just not as a football player. Ungraded, again, 99 cents for Kyler Murray. So just there, we're talking $2.50 if I would scrupulously sell all three of those off. It's almost worth one of the packs already. It's crazy. And then next we have Miles Sanders for $1.12. So easily sell him for $1. This one down here is going for $1.25. And we get to our Tank Bigsby, but this it's a rookie card, but ours is a holo. It was really hard. I have no idea how to tell what the name of holos is, so I just brought up the regular of each of them, each of our holographic cards. And if any of you know what they call the holographic cards, I didn't think that they were the Spectrum, I think is one of the names they continued to say. I don't think that was, it didn't look like that was what my cards were. We look down here real quick. Let's just grab, yeah, it was Spectrum. And look at the Justin Herbert. So mine, while this looks like a holo, mine didn't have like the colored spectrum of the rainbow, which is what I assume Spectrum means. Mine didn't have that. It's just like a clear holo, like a mirror. And so all I did, like I said, was bring up the non-holo versions. But even so, Tank Bigsby was $1.15 for the unholo, which means maybe he'd be, I don't know, well, whatever that, maybe you could even go off what the Spectrum was. Maybe he'd be $2, $3, or probably not that much, but who knows. And then we got Donta Foreman for $1.25. $1.27 for Jake Moody, but that's unholo Jake Moody rookie card. $1.27 already though. That's good old Jake Moody. Thanks, Jake. And then $1.32. Again, they were all over $1 basically, other than Derek Carr. Yeah, Devonta Smith up to $1.32, $1.35 for Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Jartavius Martin, the unholo rookie card, was $1.40. So now we're getting up to almost $1.50. Trevor Lawrence doesn't quite get there, $1.44. Next, Josh Downs is $1.52. That's another holo we have, a holo rookie we have, that is. Even better probably. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Josh Downs does. So this is the kind of card, even though it's already $1.52 unholo, that's the kind of one I might even keep for a bit just to see what happens. And we'd probably even use these nice graphs to gauge whether we would keep something or not. If it's something that's currently trending up and I have a good feeling should trend up or might have a really good chance of trending up, like Josh Downs, that's something I'd maybe hang on to for a bit. Not very long. Maybe, I'm talking like a season or two. Or if I see that it's getting up to a really nice price that I'm just happy with, or starts going down a little bit, may try to sell it off as fast as possible. It's almost like playing the stock market in a small way, in a very different way though. Then we have Isaiah Hodgins, made it the whole way up to $1.65. Pretty good. And then, as you may have imagined, $1.66 for Aaron Jones, actually the best. And then finally, we had our two different ones. This was the 2023 Panini Absolute Stargazing, and that was the Jared Goff, which a little surprisingly is only 99 cents. You can see there on the graph, someone did sell for $1.12 and $1.29. So I would probably, down here you can see someone trying to sell for almost $1.50. I'd probably try to get $1.50 out, squeeze that much out, and maybe wait till later on this season to see how he does. Again, same with Will Levis. That would be one that I would hang on to, especially because he's dropping a bit. But he is still $1.04 here. He sold for $1.84 though at some point. So he was definitely, you could even say he may have been our most valuable one. Could end up being the most valuable one. There was Aaron Jones sold for $2.82 at some point. But yeah, it's crazy the prices comparatively. Isaiah Hodgins selling for $1.65 a couple times recently. So yeah, just like if we would sell all those cards at the prices that they're currently going for, we would have well over, let's just say, so if it was only $1 per card, that's already $16 and we paid $9. So pretty crazy. And I would say, again, other than Aaron Rodgers, other than what's his face, other than Derek Carr, everyone is at least $1, and we quickly get up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, two guys, 3 guys, I guess, only really that are $1.50. That's another $1, and then several guys that are like $1.25. So we're talking maybe like 16, 17, $18. I could maybe even squeeze out, like if I hung on to some of these, maybe $20. It's obviously that's nothing. When it compared to like what could be made from these cards, that's nothing. But compared to Pokemon cards, that's crazy. That's crazy. So much more. Let me just grab this one real quick here. I'm going to close all these up real fast, and I'm going to go back to this set real fast here and just show you what I'm talking about. I'm still almost over this cold that I have. I have a cold, by the way, right now. Happy Easter. Also, it's Easter Wednesday, Wednesday after Easter. So this is the set we were just opening. Let's sort by most expensive. And we already knew that CJ Stroud was probably going to be the most. But look at that. Look at these prices for these cards. New cards. And this is an ungraded CJ Stroud. I don't know what the Black Galaxy means. Maybe because he's so good, we'll be able to actually see it. We can. Nice to see ya. There we go. So there's what the Black Galaxy looks like. That looks like it's etched a little bit. And obviously the galaxy is probably this crazy pattern. And the black is obviously the black background. That card, over $4,000 for that. Over $4,500, say. Okay, now and then just look, just look. And again, these are like we're talking about signature, Purple Rain, and you don't necessarily, if you had a signature that was something like the Purple Rain, maybe that would be semi-just. Some of these might just not be listed right now, and they might be just as good-ish. But let's check this out. I do like that. That's pretty cool, actually, the Purple Rain. I see where the name comes from. But yeah, just look at these prices. Look at how many of those are even over $100. Look how many. Oh my. And it keeps going. It's nuts. That is nuts. I wish there was like a number list here just to see how many break $100. For ungraded, we're not even talking about graded cards. We're just talking about the ungraded cards and what they are right now being sold for. What they have just been sold for and what they're currently being sold for. It's crazy. It's crazy. Compared to Pokemon cards, there is actually not a comparison. It's nuts. I wonder if Magic the Gathering cards get as crazy, not as crazy as this maybe, but like if they're almost in a league of their own compared to Pokemon cards. I have my doubts about that one. Baseball cards, I'd imagine, are probably the same. I'm wondering if the NBA cards get up to here, because the guy was saying that NFL cost of cards are getting pretty crazy. Although, again, if you're just buying these little retail things like I do, then it's not as bad, I guess. But I'm wondering if NBA things are a little cheaper, and I'm also wondering if maybe they're going up in price themselves. I would check, but I would have a really hard time. So I saw a lot of these Donruss, however you pronounce it, types of cards. I have some Bowmans. I obviously know of Fleer and Tops and Upper Deck and Ultra. Panini, though, I never heard of, and they're the first ones that pop up. Let's just grab, I don't know, let's see if they have 2023 Panini. Okay, no, they don't have absolute, they don't have the same thing here. Let's look at the Prism, because I think these must be the ones, and they do have Prism football ones. He didn't have, if he had singular packs I could buy, I probably would have gone with those, because these are apparently the ones everyone wants. But oh my goodness, oh, what? That is insane. That is just insane. The PSA 10 is 7,400, but the ungraded is 40,000. That's just what someone's trying to sell it for. It didn't actually sell for that much, did it? Is it telling me that there was one sold in February and one sold in April? Or was this thing posted? Or is that just when this was posted? Back in their way I can see when it was posted. I don't use eBay, so ended February 20. Ended February. No, yeah, it ended. It's done. 40,000. Wait, that's a different card, but either way, $40,000 for a Victor Wembanyama green shimmer. That has to be the most expensive, surely. Oh wait, we're already in that. Still though, yeah, I'm gonna say NBA would work too. So maybe sometime you might see me come back with some of those. Oh my, that is insane. That is crazy. I can't believe it. Wow, sorry, trading card games. You just can't even hold a candle to sports cards. Look at this. We're still in the hundreds. We're still in the hundreds. Are we going to see cards that are worth $100 that aren't even, that are just like, we are actually already. Let's look. Did I just see here? Yeah, this card is literally just, it's not just a normal one, but the only difference is that it has the blue background. And that card is going for over $100. That is so crazy. I think it probably doesn't say anything at all if it's the regular card. Yao Ming. That's cool. They got them some throwback cards though. That's a pretty cool looking card. It's not even worth that much compared to some of the other ones. That's only 100. Oh, now we're into double digit. Pfft. Kevin Garnett. Nice. But yeah, okay, wow. WOW, wow. Could you, I mean, at some point maybe we'll rip open a pack and end up with a card worth a couple $100. That'd be nuts. But it should happen. I mean, odds are, unless they just, whenever you buy like these retail packs in those retail like boxes, maybe they just say, screw those people, we're not going to put any really good cards in there. I have my doubts. I'm going to just have to look through all my old cards and see what I can find price wise there, and maybe that'll bolster my confidence in buying, because all the cards I got before should have all been like retail like cards. It's not like I bought any big boxes. I mean, I might have bought some kind of box once or twice, but usually it was all just, grabbing a pack of cards here or there. So I will probably I'm a little tempted to check that out soonish, so maybe I'll do that, and then that'll be in a soon video, compared, relative to the release of this one. These this series, it will end up being a series of either just NFL cards or sports cards in general, which will probably just include NFL and NBA. I doubt that I'll venture into anything else. I really don't watch anything else. But it'll be the series probably won't go as fast as like the Pokemon series, and maybe not even as fast as Lorcana. I've also considered, well, that's about it. So yeah, anyway, we'll see how all that goes. If I end up pulling a really valuable card and get a bunch of money from it, then then that might all change. But until that happens, we're gonna just grab a pack here or there. And again, I do have to go quite a distance to get them. Although I'll have to check. I looked at my local Dollar General where there are usually some pretty decent Pokemon card things to purchase every now and then because they don't restock that often. But they usually have something good whenever they do get something new in. I did notice today when I went that they had a couple, just literally only a few football and baseball card packs, and they're pretty cheap. I'll have to check the name on those football packs that they have, and then check them on this and see if they have cards that are like this on there in the packs. And if they do, then those would be maybe worth grabbing too. At some point, again, I only say that because the only other time I would ever get packs is when I go to the card collectible shop. At the very most, it would be once a week, and it's probably not even going to be that often. So that in mind, it won't be that often that I get stuff, and then unless I perhaps sometimes find something at Dollar General that is actually worth grabbing, and I do that because they'd be even cheaper than the $4.50 that these are worth. I think when I looked, they were only like $3 or something. So anyway, that's it. I am, just by seeing the lowest of low prices for these cards, it's very exciting, but I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of a catch. Something tells me there has to be, or else everyone would just be buying football cards and flipping them, right? Anywho, for now, that's it. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm Randy. This is Nerds Templar. Peace. These are obviously not going to be easy to get. But sometime, maybe. We'll just have to continue to keep a running tab of how much we've spent and how much we've made. But maybe we'll have to, with these cards, keep it an actual running tab of how much we actually make, because I am going to look into how I can sell these cards off now. While I may sell some, very few of the things I have a lot of duplicates from Pokemon, chances are I will sell very many, if not most, if not all, almost all of my football and basketball cards. So, anyway, see you later. Sweet.